I work with a lot of executives who really struggle with self-criticism. I know I do as well. This voice in the back of your head that tells you a story that's probably not true, and if it's true, it's certainly not kind. And what we found is that celebration is a great antidote to self-criticism. Most of us like to set a goal and crush it, and then set a goal and crush it, and then set another goal and crush it. But we never actually take the time to celebrate the win, to pause and reflect. And when we do this, we hardwire ourselves to believe that nothing's ever good enough, which just gives ammunition to that voice in the back of all of our heads that says we're not good enough and nothing that we do is either. I was working with a client a couple of weeks ago and really appreciated his vulnerability because he said, Daniel, I don't think I really know how to celebrate. And his question kind of caught me off guard because I thought, I don't think I really know how to celebrate either. This particular client is a Christian, so we went to the Bible and we found 4 celebration principles that I want to share with you today. The first principle is this: celebration should be scheduled. I'll admit, I used to tease a lot of my Jewish coworkers that they took too many vacation days. They had too many holidays. But the older I get, the more I begin to realize, I don't think that's their problem. I think that's a me problem. I think I don't celebrate enough. And one of the things I really appreciated about what we found in the Bible is that there's a lot of celebrations that are scheduled. And most of us get so busy, especially at the end of the calendar year, that we don't actually take time to celebrate. And having that scheduled, having that almost forced on us is, I think, a really good principle we could all benefit from. The second is that celebration was communal. It was a team sport. It was something that they did together. I'm sure there's probably some benefit to finding your favorite bottle of wine and going and, getting drunk by a waterfall or something. But that doesn't really seem to kind of meet the real objective of celebration. I think for celebration to really be effective, it needs to be communal. It needs to be with other people. The third principle is that celebration was structured. There was an agenda. There was something to do. It wasn't just about hanging out or even hanging out with a group of people, but all of these celebrations had an agenda to them, some very specific rituals that they would do that helped them with really the fourth principle, which is the fact that all of these celebrations operated in almost 3 time zones. There was the past, there was the present, and there was the future. And I really reflected on that a lot and thought, most of my celebrations don't do that. Maybe I'll, go get a massage or go for a hike or, go to the beach or something. All of them are great. I'm not saying anything bad about those. But spending some intentional time, maybe with a specific agenda that forces me to go back and think about the past. Whether 2021 was a good year, a bad year, best year ever, worst year ever, reflecting on the past, thinking about the present, and then thinking about the future helps give us a grounding. It helps give us perspective, whether you're in the highs or the lows. That 3 time zone perspective really gives us a much better grounding for where we are today and for where we're going. I think those 4 principles are really important. I'm going to begin incorporating them in my celebrations and hope you do as well. Your celebrations should be scheduled, they should be communal, they should be structured, and they should have some element of the 4 time zones: the past, the present, and the future.